options, potentially a sale. This is another day, another bank is falling, and it's down close to 55% in aftermarket trading. Katie Lyons will be back with the report after this break. This is Balance of Power.
large banks really from the very beginning that were at the heart of the stress that we saw in early March, the severe period of stress. Those have now all been resolved. I think that the resolution and sale of First Republic kind of draws a line under that period of is an important step toward drawing a line under that period of severe stress.
Of course, Fed Chair Jerome Powell earlier today, and now yet another bank is teetering as we speak. Bloomberg's Katie Lyons is here with more on the breaking news on PacWest. I mean, it's just astonishing what the day has become. Jay Powell comes out, he cuts rates again, and yet we have another bank failing, although the government continues to tell us banks are resilient and sound.
Yeah, that has been the line, and yet market participants have been watching PacWest and others for days and weeks now to look and see if another shoe drops after the bank failures we already had seen. Now, PacWest at the moment in after-hours trading down 53%. That adds on to 42% drop over just the last 5 trading days, and this is after a great Bloomberg scoop from our colleague Matthew Monks that is reporting that this bank is considering a range of strategic options, including a sale, though he indicates via sources familiar with the matter that a sale has been hindered because there aren't many potential buyers that are interested in the whole bank. We have seen this playbook before, guys. They know they can get a good deal if the FDIC has to come in and seek receivership. So they are also considering a breakup for a capital raise, but this just really serves to underscore the lingering concern there is out there in the market about the health of some of these regional banks amid deposit flight issues, interest rate risk as well, and those interest rates, of course, as Anne-Marie alluded to, got higher today.
So are we at the point where the market is picking losers here, that Wall Street says this is the next bank and then everything else happens?
Well, we've seen this happen repeatedly. It happened with Silicon Valley Bank and First Republic. Market participants lose faith in a stock, and that can kind of contribute to the crisis of confidence that ultimately leads to the failure of a bank. It'll be really interesting to see how this is addressed in the Senate Banking Committee tomorrow, which is holding a hearing on holding bank executives accountable for those failures. This is a story that's changing fast.
Lots to look forward to tomorrow. Again, Bloomberg's Katie Lyons, thank you. Coming up, a rate hike from the Fed and a touch of optimism from Chair Jay Powell.
The case of avoiding a recession is, in my view, more likely than that of having a recession.
more on the debt ceiling, the state of the economy next with Douglas Holtz-Eakin on Balance of Power. This is Bloomberg.
No one should assume that the Fed can protect the economy from the potential, short and long-term effects of a failure to pay our bills on time. It would be so uncertain that it's just as important that we never get to a place where we're actually talking about or even having a situation where the U.S. government's not paying its bills.
Fed Chair Jay Powell weighing in on the debt ceiling today on the heels of another rate hike. And joining us today for more on this and a few other stories we're following, including this PacWest implosion tonight, Douglas Holtz-Eakin, American Action Forum president, former Council of Economic Advisors chief economist. It's great to see you, Douglas. Thank you for coming in today. As we consider the way forward here, knowing that there's a meeting at the White House for next Tuesday, does that give you more hope than you had, say, a couple days ago before we knew that at least all parties would be coming to the table?
Well, there is some good news here. There's a meeting scheduled, and there's a bill that's passed the House, and those are necessary steps for getting this done. But they're very dug in. Big debt limit, as the answer, and that won't pass the Senate. The House bill, that won't pass the Senate, and that suggests they have to get to some other place. And there's been no real evidence of anyone to shift their position. And so the question becomes, can you craft something bipartisan that can pass the House and be signed by the president? Don't have a roadmap at the moment, and that's concerning because the clock is ticking.
Yeah, the clock is ticking. By our count, when the president, the House, and the Senate are all here in Washington, D.C. Before June 1st, it's only 7 days a week. That's it, unless they charge changing some schedule.